Yep.
We then go for a Hogan promo.
Mm-hmm.
If this man hasn't done a line of cocaine before this interview, I will be stunned.
Yeah.
He's glowing red.
Oh, yeah.
His head's caving in on itself. He's sweating.
Yeah.
He's
travelling at
high.
like 500 miles an hour. Like,
it's ridiculous. Hogan says the world will shake when he slams the Giant and leaves still as the champion.
mm-hmm.
That's all I could get from
Yeah.
that. Green and just, yeah. There's a few moments in here that are like iconic.
Are there?
Yeah, so one starts off right. So it's Andre and Heenan are getting pelted with garbage.
I literally have just, that's my first note. They're getting booed and stuff thrown at them as well. And this is the first time, I think, for me, seeing Andre getting booed.
Yep.
Like, because he's been a face for so long.
Yeah, basically everywhere Andre went, apart from in the very early part of his career, he was a face because he was an attraction. People wanted to see him, wanted to support him. So more often than not, he was a face. So this was...
Yeah.
But it shows, and this gives credit not only to someone who's going up against Hulk, because you're going to get booed anyway at this point.
Right.
How good Bobby Heenan was as a manager. They just knew by Andre aligning with Heenan.
Yeah, true. It's going to change perception straight away.
Elevated it massively.
Mm-hmm.
So they're absolutely pelted with garbage.
Absolutely.
And a few hit them in the head. They must have some pictures there.
Yeah.
Because there was about 4 bits of crap that hit both of them in the head.
Yeah.
Imagine...
And they don't react to it at all, whereas I'd be fucking livid.
One hits Heenan in the head and he must think it might still be in his head because he does a little hair flick. And Andre's waving and notices Heenan isn't. I'm pretty sure he says to him, "Wave."
Oh, yeah.
Like that. And then Heenan waves and goes, "Why am I waving?" Yeah, did you spot that?
Yeah.
There's a way where he waved. Oh, idiot. No.
Yeah, it's funny.
I enjoyed it. And then we get Hulk comes out.
This is my favourite part of the night, I'll be honest. The
crowd
music.
goes mental.
I'm there.
And I don't know if you noticed that Jesse Ventura on commentary rattled off both men's measurements.
Yes.
Which, whether true or not, I quite liked. It made it feel like a big-time main event.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was talking about their height as well, and I was like, oh, and I thought, should I do it? No, I don't care. And I thought, it doesn't matter.
So they lie.
It doesn't matter how tall people are against Andre to me. It's just irrelevant.
So this is an unexpected moment for storytelling. So Andre was billed here as 7'5". Oftentimes he was billed like 7'2", 7'3", 4'5". It was in that range. All of those are lies.
Yes.
They wanted to be able to claim that he was the largest man in all of sports. Was Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain was taller than Andre. Just there's a picture where they're standing next to each other, and Wilt is clearly just taller than him. But I think Wilt was 7'2" of that era, so they had to bill Andre as over that to make him seem like he was the taller athlete. And that was the only time they were seen next to each other. But Andre was legitimately, we think, about 7 foot.
Yeah.
So we think that was true. Hulk blocks a right hand and throws a few of his own.
Mm-hmm.
Hogan goes for the slam, but he just can't lift Andre, who collapses on him. And this is very close.
Is this not a 3?
It is.
I thought it was a 3.
I think Hogan does just edge out underneath beforehand, but from the ref's perspective, I don't think he would have seen that.
No.
So Andre has his massive 3 sausages up, saying that that's the 3.
Pretty much, he is right.
And I think he's kind of there, paralysed, like, oh God, have I won this? Because that would have been, concerning for sure. But no, they carry on. After Hogan clotheslines him, the Giant then gets body slammed. That's the moment that you see again and again and again in the clips. Yeah. And they're saying, no one has ever body slammed the Giant. Nobody's ever done it. I've got a story for you in a minute.
Okay.
We then see a running leg drop, because let's be fair, Andre's not getting up for a big boot.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So, before we go into the aftermatch stuff...
Oh, okay.
The story. They're making it out that Hogan was the first person to ever body slam Andre the Giant.
Okay. No.
So, there's a list of people that did it. The first one that ever did it was Strong Kobayashi in 1972 in Japan. Other people that included it before this was Antonio Inoki, Stan Hansen, Ricky Choshu, the Wild Samoans, Harley Race. Even Hogan had body slammed Andre the Giant before this. And what Andre did was he would do that to people that he showed as a sign of respect. He trusted them. Okay. But it was always when he was leaving a territory or like doing his retirement tour.
Oh, okay.
So Andre's contract facilitated him to be able to go and do shows in other companies around the country and the world.
Yes.
And when he liked someone and when he was leaving, he would do that as a shine, like I said, to show them respect. Nice little touch. But far from the first person to body slam him. Okay. First person to do it on this stage.
Yes.
For sure. And the body slam not awful, but it's good enough that Andre goes over properly. It's not like he's been picked up and just kind of dropped. So it worked quite well. Second story.
Oh gosh.
And how true this is, I don't know, but I actually feel like it is. Hogan, being interviewed about this, said he was genuinely scared going into this match because he didn't know if on that stage Andre was just suddenly going to not play ball.
Oh, was that a possibility?
Who knows?
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Like I said, I'm going to take the story at face value. Whilst a lot of what Hogan says is just riddled with flaws and logic gaps and etc. On this one, I kind of understood because, you know, he could have, like, Hogan could have got there and Andre just not done anything for him, and then where does that leave them at that point? But the infamous story is that they made it sound like, at least in this version of events, that they didn't know the body slam was going to happen in the match. That I don't believe. I think that was always scheduled to happen. When it comes time to it, Hogan was still unsure that Andre was going to go along, and then Andre just apparently in that moment said, "Slam me, boss." And that's when Hogan then slammed him. So Hogan was concerned that Andre was going to not play ball, and they said, "You can't do anything with Andre if he doesn't want to have it done to him."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we see Hogan doing the usual pose down routine.
Perfect, of course. Crowd.
At the age of 33.
Love it.
Crowd are eating it up.
Uh-huh.
And then we get one of my favourite images from the event. As they're going away on the motorised ring. Heenan the whole time.
Oh yeah, he's got his head in his hands when they're being pelted.
They're being pelted, and it's just a great image.
Yeah.
Really, really good image of that event. That's the main event done. So what would you score the main event? This is the one I strongly disagree with.
This one's really hard because as a match, not a lot really happens.
Fine.
So as a match, it would be really low, but then when you add in crowd and what it was, it would go higher. But if I'm just doing it solely based on if I saw two people now do a match like this, it would be a push.
I think if you're looking at the match as a match, I think 1 star's fair. I think this was a bit spiteful by Dave, if I'm being honest. -4.
Oh.
I don't think that's fair.
Oh, see, I don't understand I can't do minuses.
The -5 for the boxing match with Roddy Piper and Mr. T, fully agree with. The match for this wasn't great. The atmosphere was fantastic. They did what they could with what they had.
Exactly.
The bear hug was the only really bad moment. And Andre doing the unintentional dick kick.
Yeah.
The rest of it, for what it was, is fine. I don't have an issue with it. But at the same time, I'm aware it's not a good match. So if you said to me 1 star, I'd go, okay, fine.
Yeah.
-4 just seems a bit spiteful.